ACC Kickoff, XL Primetime, Joe C. up in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, and we've got plenty of things happening here, and the talk is the U today. They're the marquee school coming in, and all I can tell you is I'm looking across the table here at the 1010XL setup on Radio Row, and I see a healthy-looking Carson Beck. Welcome in, Carson. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
I think that the two words were full go from your head coach, Mario Cristobal, earlier today, and so that means you're healthy and 100%, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Feels good. Feels good to, be back, fully going, fully indulged, back into practice, getting with the guys. It's been a long time coming.
All right, so detail that just for Duval a little bit, because you were certainly a big success in red and black, playing for the University of Georgia, SEC championship. You're in a position to take the team as far as you and the team can go. Bottom line is you have the UCL injury, and you're down and out. What has it been like from there? Kind of tell us a story and take us through that journey.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Honestly, obviously, that was a very unexpected event that very much changed the future of, what my life was going to look like. Yeah. And, from that moment, it's been a whirlwind. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. Obviously not only trying to heal the elbow and going to have to get surgery 2 days before Christmas out in L.A., to ultimately deciding to, move schools and come down to Miami, be entrenched into a new culture with new teammates, new coaches, right, in a new city. Yeah. Then, my house gets broken into. There's numerous amounts of things. And, honestly, it's all just been a part of the journey. And ultimately, we've gotten to where we are now, and I'm the person that I am because of it. And it's all been a part of the journey, and I'm just excited to be fully back, 1 week out from fall camp.
We're talking with Carson Beck, former Georgia star, former Mandarin High star who won a state title in Jacksonville, and now with the U. And I do got to take you back because it was a journey, and it's funny, and I kind of fought for you a little bit with Bulldog Nation, because as soon as you got hurt, they're like, hey, Gunner's up, Gunner's good, Gunner's going to do this. And I'm not even asking you to say anything negative about him, but it's almost like they dispatched you really fast. Did you take that personally?
I don't take it personally. That's what fans do, right? I don't know. It is what it is. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion on whatever matter it is. So I don't know. Obviously it's not the best thing, right? It doesn't feel amazing for me, but right. Especially being that I was out of school for 5 years, and that's, kind of the route that they chose. So it is what it is. And again, I'm here at Miami now, and excited to get started.
Well, you look good in the green and orange. So what was Mario's biggest selling point to you, other than he just sent Cam Ward off into the NFL as the number one pick? What else was it? Yeah,
I think the biggest thing when I first talked to Coach Cristobal was, and Coach Dawson as well, I think, in similarities of the two is just their demeanor, right? Their approach, right? Not even talking ball, right? Just who they are as people, right? The culture that they're developing here at Miami. That's what I think drew me here the most, and just that quiet confidence that Coach Cristobal has, that Coach Dawson has, just speaking on the phone with them, in the process of deciding to ultimately come down here. Well, not here, but down in Miami, right? Yeah. Again, I've been really excited to, continue to build that relationship with Coach Cristobal and ultimately, play under him this season.
We're talking with Carson Beck, former state champ at Mandarin, to Georgia and now to Miami. And when you mentioned Shannon Dawson, your offensive coordinator, he is a dude that did some really good stuff with Cam Ward. Your skill set seems to suggest the same thing. So what kind of things have you picked up from him, and what can we expect offensively?
Yeah, absolutely. You just look at what he's able to do schematically, right? Just from a game-to-game basis and planning against defenses and what they're obviously going to try to do against us. You get a balanced attack with a good O-line, right? You got good running backs back there, whether that's in the passing game or the running game. And then schematically from a concept standpoint, it's everything that you could ask for as a quarterback, right? With freedom and the ability to change things and go fast, go slow, huddle, don't huddle, right? It's everything you could ask for as a quarterback. So I'm really excited to play underneath him.
So give us a little bit of an idea of who you have around you, the guys you've been able to work with during the summertime that you feel pretty good about. Because if you think about it, Carson, basically the season last year at Georgia either had guys that weren't up and available or guys that were injured, and that was really the receiving core and the running back. That's two pretty good groups down at Miami right now for you to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, like across the board, from obviously there's young talent, and then there's veteran guys that have come in, like C.J. Daniels, right, from LSU. That's the one guy that I feel like I really clicked with right from the beginning. I remember the first day that I walked in, he was sitting in the meeting room with Coach Dawson, and he's the first guy that I met on the team, right? So I feel like our relationship has been really, really good. But across the board, from young guys that have just come in to talented transfers to talented guys that, have been a part of the program, I'm really excited to, continue to work with them. Obviously, this whole entire summer we've been going at it and getting better and building the chemistry. But as we come into fall camp, I think it's really going to start to explode.
I got to believe that your leadership that you bring down to Coral Gables can only help what's happening at the U. They've not won an ACC championship. It really blows my mind. Leon Searcy, who's on our show, Hurricane Hall of Famer, he knows how many times they won big trophies. They won national championships, and here you are. Miami has not won an ACC. So your leadership, your experience, what you went through in Athens, playing and winning championships, how much do you think that's going to kind of breathe life into the goals this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think that there's any way where it doesn't help, right? Mm-hmm. I think that my experience from the things that I've been through, the games that I've played in, the players that I've played against, right? Even just being at Georgia, right? The immense amount of talent that has come through that school whenever I was there, ultimately has, built me into the player and person that I am today. And I do think that those things will help on this team. And as long as they, give me the reins and I can earn their trust through that and earn their respect to be able to lead them and be able to take that position as the quarterback of the team, I think the sky's the limit.
Two games that we can't quit talking about: Miami versus Notre Dame, Miami versus Florida. Those are two huge games early in the calendar. What's been the chatter among players as you guys get ready? Because going up against Marcus Freeman and company, that's going to be a sturdy test for you guys and a huge ball game to start the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing for me as I've gone throughout my career and what I've tried to preach to the guys is just taking things like day by day. And really at this point it's week by week, but as we get into fall camp now, it's more like, okay, day 1, day 2, day 3, right? Like our season and our schedule, amazing. Like we got some really big games at home, on the road, right? There's big goals, big aspirations for what we want to do as a team, but none of that happens if we can't focus on just trying to be the best version of Miami on day 1 of camp, day 2 of camp, right? And that was the mindset back in the spring. That was the mindset throughout player-led practices throughout the summer, right, and the workouts. And what do we have to do to be the best version so that on August 31st on a Sunday night at 7 p.m. we're the best team that we possibly can be, right? Yeah. And I really think that that's the mindset that we have to take is day by day throughout camp, figure out who we're going to be, figure out our identity, and then take it from there ultimately.
I'm looking right behind you at Francis Malinoa. That is one big son of a gun. And you've got to look forward to him to block it and protect it, right?
No, absolutely, man. That whole O-line, they're special, man. And not only do they look the part, they work their butts off, right? You look at the after hours is like what I like to call it, right? The after hour work, the work that goes unseen. It's not unseen. I see it, right? I'm sitting there. I'm walking out of the workout, right, to go watch my film or something, and I'm walking through the hallways and looking out the windows, and they're out on the field getting extra work in an hour and a half after our workout, after our run. And it's like you can tell just by action, not by the words that they say, that these dudes want it, right? Yeah. And that's who leads the team, right? The trenches, the O-line, the D-line, and specifically on the offensive line, that's what they do, and they want that, right? They want to be respected in that manner.
Yeah, he looks like a top 5 pick. He really does. He's an unbelievable athletic specimen. All right, so just a couple things to wrap up. The quarterback whisperer is like we told you earlier. Denny comes in and visits with us weekly. The whisperer, Carson. We call him the whisperer. And we're always asking, hey, dude, lean in, give us a little intel. And he said more than anything else, what you've had to do is just not necessarily change your throwing motion, but just go through everything just to make sure that you are healthy. So give us an idea of what you have done mechanically or anything just to make sure that your arms holds up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a process. It's 100% a process after having an injury like that, not being able to throw for 4 months. And then you have to – it's not really like I'm not relearning how to throw. I think that was the biggest thing I was scared of, right, going into it, or nervous about, and I'm not necessarily scared. But the biggest thing I was nervous about was, like, am I going to have to relearn how to throw? Like, how is this process going to be, right? Just kind of like the anticipation and, like, maybe a little bit of, like, the anxiety of, like, going into the process of starting to throw again. And I think it was, like, 2 weeks in, probably, as the arm and the shoulder and the elbow and the forearm and the bicep and and your whole arm, like, starts to, like, get back into it. It's like, I just let one rip, like, just throw it, because at that point it's a mental thing. And I let one rip, and it came out and it spun well, and I was like, I'm back. Yeah. Like, there's not going to be any issues, there's not going to be any problems. It felt normal again. And that was a really, really exciting time, because I remember the first day that I threw, I was like, oh, gosh, this is going to be a difficult journey, which it has been. Yeah. And now you get to this point, and you look back on, those beginning days of when I started throwing again, and it's like, well, I don't even know why I was worried in the first place. Like, the time was going to tell, and everything was going to ultimately end up working out. So, again, like, it's good to just be back 100% where I can just go out and throw and not even have any problems.
Yeah, full go. That's the 2 words that Miami fans wanted to hear. All right, Carson, best of luck. Continued success. Good to see you. Look great. And like we said, looking forward to Canes, Notre Dame. You know how big that ball game is going to be, don't you?
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I've
played in a couple big games in my career.
Yeah, you have. You got some experience there. All right, Carson, thank you, buddy. We appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey, y'all. Lauren Brooks here. Thanks so much for watching 1010XL on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and check out all of our great videos and team-specific channels on the 1010XL YouTube network.